Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 3, I think it is now, of season 6. And you might be wondering why we're in the Team Talk screen. It's because I accidentally went further forward than I should have done. Professional. We'll go back and have a look at the schedule. We're 4th still. It's not quite top of the league, but it's still going alright. After we obviously lost to Grimsby in the last episode. We then drew with Salford. Okay, clean sheet after a loss. Can't complain too much. But we then did lose against Crawley. Harry Williams getting the goal for us in that match. We beat Swindon 2-0. Harry Williams and Kyle Edwards getting the goal. And then we just beat top of the league Barnet 2-1. Billy Knott and Luke James getting the goals there. I don't think we haven't had any transfers. I know that much. I'll just show you the league table before we go further in. We haven't played any more cup games. We're 4th. It's going alright. 17 points, 5 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. I would have bitten your hand off if you gave me that at the start of the season. So let's go straight into this match. This is a team for we're playing Notts County today, by the way. This is the team we got. Syn Cole in goal. I still don't know how to say his name. Donasian. I might just call him Cian. Will Packwood, Nyron Biggs, Chambers Monslow, Kevin Williams, Spice, Knott, Edwards, Harry Williams, and Horatio Hurst, who has been injured, and this is his first game back. So let's get the game kicked off. Score predictions, boys. I'm going to go for Notts County are 5th, I think. I think they're 5th, we're 4th. Yeah, Notts County are 5th, so it looks like we've got pretty much identical records. So I'm going to go for... We just beat top of the league Barnet, who are now not top of the league. 1-0 win. I'm going to go for 1-0 win. Just to keep the ball moving on nicely. I don't recognise any of their players, but they have got a corner. That's poor. Why are we... Okay. Why are we letting a guy open in the box to have a free shot like that? Poor defending. Sykes Kenworthy boots upfield. Hurst wins the header. Harry Williams, can he get onto it? He can. Just fired wide. The keeper's put it past the post. So, end-to-end stuff it looks like after 10 minutes. The crowd is looking nice and full here. Obviously, I don't think this side's open over here. I haven't noticed it yet. But the ground is looking nice and full, so hopefully we've got a good number of people in today. I don't know when this video is coming out. Let me have a think. Episode 3. This should be coming out Saturday. I think, if I've got my maths right, it should be coming out Saturday. Which, if you don't know about it, today, if it comes out on Saturday, I will be out in Nuneaton Town with Kevin Chapman, Lelujo, and we've just scored, Billy Knott getting his second goal of the season, I believe, 2nd or 3rd. But yeah, I'm out in Nuneaton with Lelujo and Kevin Chapman. They're the same person, why did I say and? Lelujo, Kevin Chapman, and a few other of the podcast guys that I do. Do you know I do a podcast? Bad Bookers Podcast. Go follow it. They'll be there. I'm sure we had a great time. If any of you that watch my videos are also there, hello from the past, the future. I don't know. I'm just chatting rubbish. But hopefully that was an enjoyable day. If you do watch my videos and you're also there, I hope you enjoyed it as well. I think at this point the game should have just finished and we'll be going out for a lovely Toby Carvery. Toby Carvery, love it. If you've never had a Toby Carvery, you're missing out. But if you don't know, I live in Coventry, obviously, and Nuneaton's just down the road, so it'd be a bit rude of me not to go. And go see all the people that we speak to in Kev's streams. But Notts County are on the attack here. It just goes over Notts heads. Miller has picked up the ball. Finds Brinley, and that's a cracking... I'll tell you what, Chambers Monslow, he's not done anything special. He's just been absolutely solid, and he has kept Tilney out of the team. Kevin Williams is through it. just shot into the keeper's hands. Chambers Monslow, he has done superbly. He's just been solid as a rock, and he's really impressed me without doing anything special. And that's what I want from a young kid. I assume this is his first proper season of football. Was it Man United we got him from? So he definitely wouldn't have played for them. But he's, like I said, he's really impressed me. Really impressed me. But that should be half time if we get there. Come on. Half time? Half time, ref. Blow whistle. Half time. Thank you. 1-0 up at half time. Decent performance. They are slightly edging it at the moment. So I'll just say to them, don't get complacent. I don't need to make any subs at the moment. People aren't playing okay. But what I'll do is I'll just demand more. Stay consistent, don't get complacent, but push forward a little bit. Like, be a bit more, have a bit more oomph in your play, because there's a couple here on 6.5s, and I'm not liking it. Rob Spice on a 6.4, I'm not liking it. Don't want to see that kind of stuff. In fact, I think Rob Spice, he's probably on a 6.4 because he's not playing the side that he wants to play, I don't think. Can Billy not play deep line playmaker? He can do it just as well. So you can play there, Sunshine. You can play there. Hopefully that ups Spice's rating a little bit. Oh, Hurst is just... I'm going to take him off. His fitness just completely took a nosedive there. He's just come back from injury. I'm going to bring on Luke James because there's no point bringing on Thomas Ray on to go up front because he's not a striker, he's a right mid. But I don't want Hurst to be injured long, like properly injured, so take him off before he gets a proper injury and then preserve him. We just need a cup game to come up. I think there's one coming up fairly soon, and we can just rest the whole squad again and get some of the reserve players some game time, and that will give Hurst a little bit of chance to... Luke James has scored anyway. That will give the reserves a little bit of a chance to get some game time and try and impress me. And that is what Luke James has been doing, to be fair. He scored in the last game, I think. Yeah, he did. He scored in the last game. When he's come on as a sub, he's played quite well, to be fair. He's been underrated, considering I was thinking of letting him go at the end of last season. I'm impressed by him. I'm impressed. And he couldn't have been on for long. I think it was 60 minutes when I brought him on, wasn't it? And he scored within 3 minutes, I guess. But we're going to make the rest of our subs, I think. And Lewis Baines can come on for Packwood. And we'll bring on someone for Chambers Monslow. He hasn't had the best of games today. After bigging him up to you lot, which is usually the standard. Why is that all scored down there? There we go. Well, we have gone back up to second in the league. Us and Salford are up there. Obviously, we're the two teams that got promoted from the conference. And that kind of shows that League 2 and the conference are pretty much the same level. Because if we're both up there, then we're both obviously very, very good teams, very good League 2 teams, even though we're in the conference. Notts County have just scored, I'm saying that. So, I've always had this theory, obviously it's easier to get out of League 2 than it is to get promoted from the conference, because there's only 2 promotion spots in the conference, whereas in League 2 there's 4. So, if you've got a run of games, a run of wins, then you can easily get promoted in League 2. And I think because of that, League 2 is definitely easier than the conference in real life and in this game, I would say, because you do get, majority of the time, you do get, look at Lincoln, they won the league, obviously they've had a bit of money from their FA Cup run last year, was it last year? It was last year, wasn't it? Because they won the league as well. They had a bit of money, obviously, but they're in the playoffs of League 2, and I'm trying to think, Luton, they finally got out of League 2 after spending 10 years in the conference, I think. They've definitely not spent 10 years in League 2. Trying to think of someone else. Fleetwood, they had a bit of money behind them. but they kind of flew up the leagues. There's an obvious one, and I know there's an obvious one. I just can't think of who it is. But if you were watching, we have finished the game, by the way. We won 2-1. I know I've rambled quite a lot in this video. But we have beaten Notts County 2-1. We are now second in the league, I think it was. So it's going okay hand emoji. If you like that episode, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel for more daily Football Manager episodes. And I've just got to the point where I've kind of finalised my plans for next year for FM19. And also I'm definitely doing the World Cup series with Portugal, which I've said I've been doing since I did the little experiment videos. What was it, about a month ago now? So yeah, you got all that to look forward to as well. Please like, please subscribe, and I shall see you again tomorrow for another episode of The Tigers. Thank you, and goodbye.